union, I mean, you know, they want to do maximum disruption really, because I mean they're just trying to get something
and I think it's true
organised in one way or the other, you know, so
like
something, because it's just stalemate.
Stalemate.
It's like that, it just won't move.
Nobody will move.
I mean, is there stalemate? I think we're playing a different game.
Mixed messages come down. We understand.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
So from my point of view,
it's like Chinese whispers. By the time it gets here, it's completely what's it. So I think, you know, to address, you know, for people,
that's why I'm doing these things.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's, you know, I can't see everybody, but this is the reason for doing this, so that we can actually.
No, you're right.
That's right.
I mean, it's what everybody is thinking.
Yeah. What we did is we said to the union, we have a problem. We have to turn this business around. We have to grow it. We have to get it into break even and into profit. And actually, we haven't got any room to move or compromise. I haven't got any more money. You know, my board is absolutely in the place of this is what we need to do. The government's in the place of this is what we need to do. So we spoke to the union about it, and we explained, and that's how we got to the lump sums that we offer for transformation. Yeah. And the transformation is working, as Roger says. You know, it is, we're absolutely getting there. And the most difficult thing I find in all of this is that, and I do talk to Andy. I talk to him quite a lot. Met him and Dave Ward about 10 days ago, actually. We swapped emails a couple of times this week. We talked about pensions last week. So we do talk, and I think the really difficult thing for them, and I do understand this, and I can't quite work a way through, is that they feel they have to negotiate. But if I haven't got anything to compromise or negotiate with, then I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. But so far, the only thing that they have offered would be that we could consolidate the sales incentive scheme. But if I consolidate the sales incentive scheme, what I do is I add it to the base cost of the salaries, obviously, because it becomes consolidated. And then Roger's lost any opportunity for sales incentives. So then we have to add another one on top. So that doesn't make sense, and my maths is fairly simple. If I've added that into a cost base, I've increased the cost base, and then I've got to add a sales incentive scheme on top of it to grow the sales. So I think I understand the need for the union to negotiate. I really do, and I've had the conversation with Andy and Dave several times that if there's something I can find to move and they can, and we can get to this place, then we'll do it. But at the moment, it's really difficult.
I think if it's consolidated, it's guaranteed, isn't it? Sales incentives aren't always guaranteed, and I mean, I know certainly in our office.
No, they're not. But if you look, and
we're talking about £60, you know. I mean,
there are also a huge chunk of offices that are earning in excess of £300.
Is that
on the scheme? I mean, the scheme paid out last year, for example, it paid out £4 million.
Right.
Now it only pays it out to branches that have actually delivered, and there are always going to be, and I think it's a fact of any incentive. Yeah. There's always going to be people who, whether it's a personal one, such as FS's, or a team one, that are at the lower end of it, and people that are at the higher end of it. But overall, it paid out £4 million last year and the year before for branches who overachieved targets. Now, so how much do you know roughly this quarter? What you're?
Quarter 212. We were 245 right till the very last week. Ooh. And obviously we had lots of stuff go through the last week, but they don't get in time. So, but that's a good little start.
So you're doing so it does. Different offices do better than others.
And it took a lot to get it through the board, I can tell you. That the transformation payments are 7%, 5% and 5%. If you talk to anybody outside of here and say that people have been offered cash sums of those amounts, they just go, what? That's amazing. And it is. It just isn't happening anywhere else. So we did try to be as generous as we absolutely could with the cash sums, and they are still there. And, you know, as soon as the unions say yes, we can pay it. You know, it's the most difficult situation to be in. But I do need the union to say yes, because otherwise, I mean, I would like to pay the money. It's there. You know, we're sitting on it. But I can't. Yeah, well, there's not a lot of interest anywhere at the minute. But actually, the point is. Very good.
2 million.
Well, there you go. There you go. But you know, we want to pay the money. But what I don't want to do is to pay the money and then find that the union's calling a strike again, because that would be daft. No. You know, it's.
But I think it's safe to say that members don't want to be on strike.
Of course they don't.
They really don't want to do
And that's my question over Christmas, is really how many people want to strike over Christmas?
Well, that's the thing.
Of course they don't.
I don't know when you think Christmas. I mean, if they've got a choice of being at home with their families, you know,
well, maybe. Maybe. It depends if you need the money over Christmas. Christmas,
No,
for
that's right.
presents and things.
Right,
No,
No, of course they
It's
don't.
not something
No.
people do lightly. I mean, people,
No.
you know, we've all got things to pay, you know, and it's just,
Yeah.
but
But it's disruption as well. Nobody likes disruption
No.
either. That's the thing, you know.
And I
like
think,
to go to
I think
work
as a business, if we're not making money, then that's fair enough.
and we
But-
understand that.
Yeah.
I think at
But
the
that's
moment
what-
staff feel quite undervalued.
Yeah.
And quite,
Yeah,
you
I know.
Yeah, I think
I know.
that's, yeah.
You know,
I
we've
know.
been told things like you think we're paid too much and stuff like that. You know, and it's.
So let me take that one. I mean,
Yeah.
given the chance to
That's
Do
talk
you,
my
about that.
Paula?
question
Do
there.
you think we're paid too much?
No, I think you do.
as well, yeah.
I think you do a brilliant job.
Yeah.
The staff, colleagues in Crown offices do a fantastic job. You are very, very skilled. That does not mean that there aren't skilled jobs elsewhere that are different. So what we do is we do a benchmark of the sorts of things that Crown staff do versus benchmarks in other industries, just to get a feel of a kind of comparison. So do I think you're overpaid? No. Do I think you're paid for the job you do? Yes. Do I think you can do more and we can grow this business? Absolutely. Would I like to pay you more? I would love to pay you more. In terms of incentives to drive the sales for the business. And that's all I'm saying. So this 30% overpaid is a load of rubbish. That was not at all what I said. So I'm grateful to put the record straight on that. But the most important thing is that you're paid a good salary for the job you do. You are absolutely valued. I wouldn't be doing this job if I didn't think we could turn this business around and grow it. And I can only grow it through the staff, particularly in the Crown offices, because all of the stuff that we want to do with financial services starts here.